The Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet, expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales.
Creed and Creed Law Firm, serious attorneys for serious injuries.
Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lieber King.
Hi everyone, Lieber King, your host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast, Louisiana Football Magazine since 1997. Older than dirt here with the magazine. It's been around forever. 28 years this year. But we've got a great show today. John F. Kennedy, Kennedy High School, New Orleans, Louisiana, had a phenomenal year in 2023. We're going to be joined by their offensive coordinator. We're going to introduce the coach. And we got two of their players coming back that had phenomenal years last year and going to look to lead the team again this year. They lost a lot of good players, but they got a lot of good players coming back. We're going to be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back, Lieber King, your host, the Sports Scouting Report podcast, Louisiana Football Magazine. Hey, if you're watching the show, be sure to subscribe to our show for free and share it with people, because every week we do a high school, actually every day almost, we're going to do high schools traveling the state of Louisiana. I want to go ahead and introduce the offensive coordinator and the running backs coach for John F. Kennedy High School, who's been there for 4 years coming up. And they had a phenomenal year last year. I mean, this is a team that was like a game away from the Superdome last year and had their best season ever in the history of the school. Coach Trey Hughes. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Magical year in 23.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all had like 4 or 5 guys signed.
We did.
One LSU, Bernard Causey, corner.
Yes. Bernard's, he's been there 3 years, been phenomenal ever since he's came, just a workaholic in and off the field.
Hurley McDonald.
Yep, Hurley McDonald, a great leader, All-State for 2 years, 100-plus tackles each year.
A couple of big old linemen y'all had that graduated.
We had a couple of big old linemen who went on to play like D2 college and stuff like that. A couple of receivers. We just been trying to keep the mold steady, build a foundation for the team, and just work for it from there.
Trey, what's been the magic? I mean, L. Page, your head coach, who couldn't be with us today, but Hughes is filling in, and I'm glad he's here. I mean, L. Page I watched L. Page at Carver when he played.
Yes.
He was magical.
Yes, he is.
So he takes his program over at Kennedy and just block building every year. And then last year was just, I mean, y'all were the talk of the state.
I would say, but we still got some work to do. But I say Coach L. Page has done a phenomenal job. He actually started this program with 23 players, and then we're blossoming to that to where we almost having like 70 kids a day now. Yeah, so Coach L. Page has done a phenomenal job. Like I said, he was a phenomenal player when he played, and also he's running a phenomenal program, which built off discipline and different things like that. Just making sure we do the right things right.
Trey Hughes, OC, offensive coordinator, running backs coach, John F. Kennedy High School. Coach, y'all have a kid who came over a couple of years ago from St. Aug, who's the fastest 40 time in the state. Going to be a senior. Ran like what, like a crazy?
He ran a 4.3 at LSU camp last week.
Tell everybody his name.
Kingston Jones. His name is
wide
Kingston
receiver //.
Yeah, slash.
I mean, so y'all last year y'all have Causey.
Yeah.
And then y'all got Kingston
Jones. Yeah, and we have a couple of other recruits in this class also who's pretty big.
And we're going to meet 2 big time players today.
Got a pretty good Power 5 offense, but like we said, we're just trying to stay consistent and making sure we work hard every day.
I want to mention this too, because I follow this, and you would appreciate this, and the kids here watching. Y'all had a kid that made All-State 2 years, Baptiste, the year before.
Deshaun.
Like 50, 60 career sacks. Phenomenal player.
Yes, he was. He was actually like a guy who etched our program in stone, like helping us also build the program and different things like that. Deshaun. His nickname is like, what's he, the Reaper? So
I should have called him Lawrence Taylor in my days. But that guy could come off the edge, man. I remember watching the Santa Maria game in 22.
He's nothing
and
nice.
He won the game.
He really did. He's nothing nice. Looking forward to seeing him playing this year at Tulane.
At Tulane,
Yep, he's right down the street at Tulane. So we just sound like we keep putting out more kids and producing, and we're looking for better things ahead.
Trey, anything you want to say about your background? Where did you play high school?
I actually started at McDonald 35. I played under Coach Wayne Reese.
Oh, man, the legend.
That's how I get to meet Coach Al Page.
Frank Daggs, my boy's over
Frank
there.
Daggs. I played under Frank Daggs. I actually started coaching at McDonald 35 about 2 years before I went to Kennedy, and was working under Coach Reese before he passed away. So that was a bit special to me. So I mainly do it for the kids and looking over the communities and giving back to the communities. And Coach Reese was a big part of why I did that.
You learned from the godfather of public schools here in New Orleans. Wayne Reese, God bless you up in heaven, man.
God bless you, Coach. Love you.
I'm one of the best ever. Coach, I appreciate you joining us.
I appreciate you for having me. Yep.
And when we come back, we're going to introduce two of your star players, two of many. So I don't want the kids watching, and we only had two today, but there's a bunch of them.
Yes.
And we have the preview magazine that's going to come out. I didn't even tell you players this, but we're going to preview the whole team on our website. So the business cards I gave out, lafootballmagazine.com, do a big preview on Kennedy in July, August. We'll be right back. Thank you, Coach. We'll be right back.
Thank you for having me.
Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales.
Welcome back. You got a chance to meet our offensive coordinator from John F. Kennedy High School in New Orleans. Check the program out. I mean, they had a special Cinderella season in 23. They were a game away from the Superdome, and just a great program, man. They hadn't, I don't think they had been past the first round in the history of the school until 23 and almost got to the Dome. And we got a great player coming back that was a part of that. Ernest Lyons III. Ernest, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
You one of those skill guys at the school. I mean, y'all got great DBs and receivers.
Yes, sir.
And you're a DB. And you play a little wide out if they need you.
Sometimes, yeah.
What is it about the school and all these guys that are just so gifted playing DB and wide out at the school right now?
It's amazing. You get to learn from everybody. You learn from life outside of football, inside of football, everything.
And L. Page, Coach L. Page
Coach L. Page is amazing.
Played at Tulane, was a great player.
Yes, sir.
And then you got your OC that coached at McDonald 35 and Trey Hughes. And what's it like? I mean, between you and Kingston and a few of the other guys, we're going to meet Brown in a minute, running back.
It's amazing going against them every day. Omarion, I have to tackle him every day. Right after Kingston every play at practice. And
you've been offered already by Alcorn State, Arkansas State, and Central Arkansas. There's some good programs.
Yes, sir.
You still kind of just letting it go, or you looking at maybe shutting it down, or how are you going to?
I recently committed to Alcorn.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
In the SWAC. Now, you know you're going to play against Grambling and Southern, right?
Yes, sir.
You're in Louisiana. So you get a couple of games back in Louisiana at least.
Yeah. And
Alcorn's not that far.
Not at all.
What, maybe 2 hours, maybe?
Yeah, 3 hours.
3 from New Orleans. Yeah. What do you think about this team? And are you going to be watching Bernard Causey at LSU this year as a corner? Are you going to be watching him a little bit?
I'm going to be watching him. He helped me a lot last year.
What did you learn from him, being that he was one of the best DBs in the state last year?
Being consistent, hard work, on and off the field, my technique, my mindset, and much more. Play
man like he did, come up and shut it down.
Yeah.
Are you a talker to the guys at receiver? Because I know he did a little talking.
I have to.
I could see that on film.
It runs through Kennedy.
You kind of getting ahead,
yeah.
And then they drop the balls. Well, Ernest, thank you for joining us, man, and good luck to you. And this is your first interview, probably, right?
Yes, sir.
Going to be a senior this coming year, 225, committed to Alcorn, didn't sign yet.
Not yet.
Might get some more offers, and I know that happens when you have a good senior year as well. But 6 foot, 175 pounds, perfect size for a cornerback, and could grow into a strong safety. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
We'll be back. We got a running back to introduce for John F. Kennedy when we come back. We'll be right back.
Creed and Creed Law Firm. Serious attorneys for serious injuries.
Welcome back. You were able to meet one of the coaches at John F. Kennedy, the OC, running backs coach. We got the running back that coach coaches, who's he's built like a bowling ball, and I always say that as a compliment because that means he's strong, but yet finesse to hit the hole with a little burst. Omarion Brown, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
First interview.
Yes, sir.
Going to be a senior.
Yep.
You ready to play that senior year?
Of course. I've been ready since last year.
You were part of that special team last year. Now this year, you're going to be the guy to really get involved because I know they need you this year. You got an O-line that's young, right?
Young O-line.
Young O-line, so you got to really help that O-line out.
Yeah.
5'5", 5'6", 180-ish, squats almost 480, right?
500 pounds.
500 pounds. Benches 300 pounds. You look like Eric Bieniemy to me that used to play in the NFL. You know who that is? Coach knows. Your coach knows. He played in the NFL like 12 years. He was 5'6", 220. And when he hit the hole, it was just like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, kind of like that.
I know who that is.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Huh? So what do you think about your game when you hit the hole? What are you thinking? Because it's always, when I'm scouting, it's that burst that makes it happen. How's your burst?
When I hit the hole, I'm not looking for nothing else but the end zone. I know a lot of people don't want to tackle me at full speed, so it's quite easy.
Nobody likes tackling concrete like you're built. And you can get outside too, huh? What do you think the hardest part of playing running back is? What do you think is the hardest thing to do?
The mental aspect. You got to get hit every time hard. You got to get right back up and do it again.
And know that you got to be built for a whole 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
So that's
every week.
That's what the weight training's for, huh? What do you think about the young O-line? You want to give them some love today? The O-line, a lot of these guys are going to be first-time starters.
Yeah, a lot of them first-time starters. We've been working though.
Getting these guys
building
ready.
Connection with my O-line. We getting everything together.
If colleges are watching, or Marion, tell them about why they should recruit you, because I think the best backs are the shorter, stockier backs that can run. In the NFL, there's a lot of guys your size. What do you think about them looking at you? Because y'all have some good players, and you're a guy that can run. I mean, you got the size. You're strong. Tell them, do you want to play college ball?
Of course. I might be short, but it's all about your heart, and I got a lot of it.
And you're strong. Anybody in your family ever play football?
My father played when he was in college, with no high school. That's it.
Where did he go to high school, your dad?
I think, I don't remember.
Way back, huh?
Way back.
We'll find out. Look, when we interview you, we'll find out for your dad too. But good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Hobbies before we let you go. What are your hobbies when you're not lifting weights and running over people?
I stretch. I eat real healthy at home, and I just rest. So I don't really do a lot.
So you condition like a pro running back.
Yeah.
Coaches over there like, yes. Man, we need to get like 10 of you in the state. I mean, you're committed. You can tell you're committed.
Yes.
Well, can't wait to see you run the ball this year. Can't wait to see Kennedy hit the field again this year. And the blue. And what do you call it? Is that a yellow or gold? What do y'all?
Gold.
Gold. There you go. John F. Kennedy, watch this young man and watch the kid Lyons earlier that you met and Coach was on earlier. Coach L. Page, who played at Tulane as a head coach. They do a great job over there. We talked about Baptiste, who's going to be a stud DN at Tulane. That's from the school. Bernard Calls, he's a corner from the school. Hurley McDonald, hopefully somebody will still pick him up. A linebacker just graduated. And several other players from John F. Kennedy. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.